Yep, it should.
All right, there we are. I cannot see, honestly, how, from where I'm sitting, looking at a really crappy monitor with super bad off-angle color, and so I can't really make out whether I'm like in frame or in focus, but I think I am.
I'll let you know if anything goes awry.
Can you see
But
it
for
yet?
now, I think it's looking pretty good.
Okay, so you can see.
In fact, I'd look at it and I would say,
That's good.
there you go. There you go. Echo
there's
when
an echo when I
Coury
speak?
speaks. I could probably fix that somewhat if I put my headphones
you know what it
in.
might be? It might be the audio on your GH6. It's using the it'll pick up through the mic as well, and I'll let you know exactly how to get rid of that in just 1 second.
I already have those muted for the stream.
The easy way to get rid of that is just to put a little like a 3.5 millimeter cable into the microphone jack on it, but there is a setting on the GH6 that allows for it.
Okay. Well, I have those sources muted on the stream right now.
I know, and I know, but it doesn't work that way. Like for some reason, I can't make that not make it.
Really?
Yeah, like I've always had that problem, but the GH6 does allow for you to turn that off.
Did plugging in my headphones just now fix Coury's echoing, or do I need to do the thing that he's telling me to do?
Well, but yeah, that might fix it for now. But I can show you. I'll show you after the stream if that fixed it.
Well, I plugged my headphones in.
Yep, there it is.
People are saying it's good now?
Yeah.
Okay. Normally, that's not a problem.
They're all saying that.
That's good.
I'm sorry, it's so stupid that I can't help it.
What's that even from?
It's from Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Oh.
The arcade game.
It's an awesome game.
It's like one of the guys when you eat food. When you eat the food, he goes,
That's good.
I want some more.
yeah. And I heard that and I was like, oh man, we should like make that a thing.
Yeah.
Because I think that would we could make that a thing, and that's the opposite of Dino Crisis.
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
I love that. Both dinosaur themed games.
Yeah, right? There was a $10 donation from Tender Brew.
Whoa, thank you.
Thank you. Saying, I try looks mad retro. It looks super good. Coury is echoing for some reason.
Well, hopefully
but not
no
anymore.
more. I don't know why I look retro. Does my camera look retro? I hope not.
It's like it looks like you have like a very flat profile going on.
Well, that's
in terms of like your color profile.
That's probably true. In the future, I want like I've kind of permanent So this is the first stream we've done from this room since I've done the carpet. It's kind of a shame that it's like a weird stream with an unusual setup, and that's why it took me so much longer to get things working properly. But in the future, I do want to actually apply a color correction profile to
our team is saying
you've done
that
before as well.
Wait, have done what?
You applied color correction profile to your web.
Yeah. Because you can do
which is
that.
Something
yeah.
I want to do eventually. So.
Yeah, create a LUT for it that you can load.
Yeah, exactly.
OBS. Artemio is saying that there's also I could use the sound sample from Alien Storm. Is there something that says that's disgusting? I feel like there is one that says that's disgusting. But I'm not sure if there's one that says
that's good.
it's too funny. It's too funny not to use. I mean, I should make that whenever like a donation comes in. Be like, that's good.
All right. Whoops. Okay, that should be good.
Brando Willie says that it looks like you're at the smoking section at Pizza Hut. Probably due to like the
It's like really because it's on
the
like
chairs.
Civil like D. Or this is a chair that I got from like the Habitat Restore, and like I always refer to it as my like doctor's office lobby chair or my dentist's office lobby chair. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it does not look like a chair that would be in your home, but they were doing like a really cheap sale on chairs, and I was like, oh, I could. It's a handy and comfortable chair for like, you know, setting in an unusual spot. Like you might need it, like I've got this set up at this table here to do this build. So, I printed out the manual, although I don't know if any of the information here is that relevant to what I'm doing. And then I took this is where I write notes in here for like when I need to do a lot of B-roll shots. Like, like here I wrote a bunch of things for, like, clips that I wanted to get for the pickups video that released publicly today. Yeah. And then, like, you look at all of the stuff I wrote for B-roll shots for the C1 and C2 review. That is, let's see. Yeah, so this is all stuff starting here. 1, 2, 3,
it's a
4,
mess.
and like a little more than half of 5. Oh, and then here was a little more. So really 5.
Do you have like
pages.
other things in that notebook, like earlier, like other checklists?
Oh, sure. Yeah,
I feel like when people like order something for like a Night Trap Blu-ray, you should pull out one page and send it with them. Send it in there, like as an extra. Like I just think that would be kind of fun. As like you know, it's almost like getting a set list at a concert.
I mean, I do like my absolute worst handwriting. Not that my handwriting is good to begin with.
But that would make it fun.
And
though.
it
I
probably
bet
like
people-
makes no sense like to anyone else. Like, what was I actually shooting like with this note here?
Huh?
Like, you know, let's see, MW4 Walk CU. Does that mean anything to anyone?
Modern Warfare.
No, come on, Monster.
No.
Monster World 4.
Oh, Monster World 4. Yeah,
walk
okay.
Close up, because I wanted to get like I had like a wide shot of Monster World 4 with her just walking. And I needed it to last the walk to last a long time, and then I needed it to be a close up. So you know, here I wrote one setting. Toggle on, off, on. I don't even know what one setting that I have a particular setting in mind, or could be any setting.
I have to say, like, I didn't think this would be. It's kind of adding a cool effect, but the GH4 is sending your focus peaking over the HDMI.
Oh, really?
So there's kind of like a bluish glow going around.
Let me fix that. Maybe that's why I looked retro.
No, it's kind of funny looking. It looks like you got like this electricity coming off of you. There was $1.99 from Derek that said,
That's good.
"Thank you, Derek."
I'm trying to figure out where in this menu you can turn that off. Do you know what menu that's in?
I don't know where it would be on the GH4. I'm not sure if the GH4 even allows for clean HDMI.
I know it does. I'm surprised.
Is there like an HDMI?
I mean, you can just like, turn off peaking dots somewhere.
Keep going. Like it wouldn't be in there. It'd be like more in the settings. Is there if there's like a cog icon?
Hold on. I am on video.
I can look it up though. Here we go. There's a video.
Movie mood on this thing.
Looks like he goes to. Oh, here. Hang on. 4K. I mean, you might just need to turn off focus peaking.
But where? I know that's what I need to do, but where is that?
I don't know. I mean, it didn't look bad.
Yeah, but I mean,
There's another $10 from Tender Brew. Dang, thank you. Saying, not sure how much more I can watch tonight, but I'm going to send another super chat with one request. Merely mention Excite Truck and Excite Bots, two of the greatest of all times. Or two of the GOATs. Love your guys' content and keep it up. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I think I
got rid
have
of it.
either one of those. Although I do remember, was it Excite Truck was the first one that came out, right? And it was considered to be pretty good.
Yeah, it was a launch. I think it was a launch game or near launch. I think I got the dots off, but make sure that my focus isn't.
Yep, it's looking good now.
Yep. Excite Bots is one of the games that was in the pickups video. So, yeah, I remember
Truck
playing a little Excite Truck at my
game.
cousin's house back in the day.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I wrote in my notebook. I watched a tutorial video and I made notes. Keep me on track here. So you've got a JAMMIX as well, right?
Nope.
I thought you got the parts to put together.
I was thinking about it, but I decided to wait. I think that what I'm going to end up doing is waiting for the board that MiSTer Add-ons is working on.
Mm-hmm.
Just, for something different. Like, because I want something that has kind of a consoleized form factor like that. But I just decided to wait and see what he ends up, what it ends up releasing like. What it looks like when it's all finished.
So this that I'm pouring out here, these came with the JAMMIX. There's some screws. There's 2 sizes of standoffs, and there's also these, which I don't remember seeing in the video. I'm not sure what they're for. These little plastic bits.
They just space. Oh, those are for you put those in each corner of it, I bet. If you want to set it down, that's probably for inside of a arcade.
Inside an
they're
arcade
for
cabinet.
they're feet for a PCB.
And see this particular case already kind of has built-in.
Yeah, I mean those are mainly if you're just going to have the board outside of a case and inside of a arcade cab.
Yeah. So. So I guess the first step. Let me get this case out of the way. Let me know if I am ever blocking or not doing anything correct. So the first thing to do is to put the standoffs in place for. That doesn't make sense though. Let's see. maybe do I use these screws? That must be what I do. I have to use these screws. I'm sure that's what the screws are for. So.
Are you like following the directions, or are you just kind of?
Well, I watched a video and took notes. Is what I did.
Oh, okay.
So the first step seems to be to put in the standoffs for the DE10 itself, which I think I'm putting in the right ones because it sounded like, let's see, I made a note later. Oh, wait, no. Oops. I am doing it wrong. The bigger standoffs go on the bottom. The taller ones go up top. How many MiSters have you put together entirely on your own? 2?
4.
4. Wow.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Are they all like the smaller?
Wait, 3. I've done 3.
That's still quite a few. Are they all like the smaller type?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, one of them was using one of MiSter add-ons early, like acrylic cases. And the other 2 are in aluminum cases.
I see.
And I recently purchased another one in case, like, I've been kind of talking to somebody about maybe getting an arcade cabinet. And I bought one in case I end up getting a MiStercade. I mean, I plan on getting a MiStercade.
I think I'm doing this right. These have to use these screws. And they were in the case with the other standoff, so I'm sure that's what's going on here.
There's $2 from Axel Kusanagi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying, what made y'all choose JAMMIX over Ironclad?
Well,
and I think the JAMMIX was more readily available at the time.
Right.
And also, you had more experience with the JAMMIX.
Right. Well, I mean, we were sent a review unit.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well, so we were sent a loaner unit, like a complete built loaner unit, so that we could use it in the MiSTer video. But in addition, I also had like a bare board, for shooting B-roll, but they said I could keep it. But of course, I had to buy everything else if I actually wanted to build it out, which I did because I wanted to get a second MiSTer setup so I could have one set up on the analog setup upstairs as well as the HDMI setup down here, be able to use MiSTers in both places. So that was, for me, since I had access to this board, it was kind of a no-brainer for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
is the JAMMIX sold out right now? I have no idea if it's.
I didn't look today, but I think it was around the time that the MiSTer video released, I think. So it comes with these little, like a short USB that like plugs into a USB on the board. I mean, what I think is so neat about this is it feels much more like, this feels like something that you would like get in a Newegg box, right?
Yeah.
It's
your second video froze, I guess.
Which one?
Your face cam.
Oh.
Did the camera go to sleep or something?
No, it didn't. I don't know why that would happen to setting up this stream has been a time. Why would that have happened? Well, that's strange.
There's $10 from Brando Willie. Thank you. Saying whose Astro City was that in the MiSTer video? I think it was the MiSTer video. That was a Classic Gaming Quarterlies Astro City with a MiSTer Cade in it. I'm glad that I was able to show that. I think he was one of the early beta testers for it too, and I think if Artemio's still here, he was one of the early beta testers as well, along with like Scarlet Sprites and several other people. I know at some point all their names were listed on the MiSTer Cade itself. Yeah, the other camera doesn't really matter right now. Try if you can't.
I know, but it's
I'll pretend to freeze. It's like the ending to an episode of Police Squad.
Except it wouldn't really be running. It's frustrating. Like, I don't know why this is not working.
So we could just like, if you turn your camera on and you're frozen, it could be like. If you don't know Police Squad, you should watch it. It's the TV show of the Naked Gun. There was $4.99 from Solar Strike VG.
I'm gonna have to give up on that, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's all right.
I mean, it's annoying because that's how I want to use. That's why I want my webcam to be going forward, but that's something to sort out another time, I guess.
We'll figure it out. You know. There was $4.99 from Solar Strike VG.
Thank you.
Saying you probably already know this, but apparently SRG-320 got the Saturn core in earlier today. Yep.
I heard something about it. So does that mean what? I mean, what does that mean exactly?
That means it's just like a beta. You can download it and play it.
Mm-hmm. So one thing I need to check.
Oh, okay. There was $9.99 from Sean Quinn. Thank you. Saying, I have a JAMMIX and I love it, but I find firmware updates are clunky. You have to open the case, change a dip switch, short a jumper, and then change the dip switch back. It's a pain. I didn't realize I had firmware updates, and I wonder if there's any way to have something that does a update for it, like on the SD card. That just
there is like there's like a separate core that is like updating it. But yeah, I don't know the details of that, or if it's really all that necessary to update it, or what. Okay, so
Soulman902 says my favorite Police Squad was the ending credits. Everyone except some element was freeze on screen, such as the bad guy getting away. You know, that's the ending credits are like my favorite part of all of them. There's the one where they're like. It's like pouring the coffee. It just like fills up completely and just like spills over. And eventually it like slips out of his hand. If you're gonna watch anything from the Police Squad TV show, just like watch a compilation of all the endings. Because it's kind of a running joke where they mention like, oh, this person that they caught in this episode is gonna go away with this person, and they like mention the name of every person from every episode, so it just gets like longer and longer before the end. I think there's only like six or 7 or 8 episodes total, because when it was on, I guess people just didn't even understand it. It was too ahead of its time, I guess.
I'm trying to understand about this. I mean, because this, I'm not really planning to use the analog output on this much, but I might use it some. And there's this one VGA power header jumper, and I don't fully understand. It says, let's see.
I'm not. I'm just drinking some Mio blue colored flavored water.
So there's one there's one for sitting at 5 volts, which says typically used for RGB SCART cables, or 3.3 volts to power to VGA pin 9. And I don't know what the difference is. I'm actually not clear like which way the jumper should actually be, if you want one or the other.
I don't know. It's not that fancy. It's just like a, it's like a thing. It's got stickers on it. My daughter put stickers on it. But this is like a present that I got from work. It was a Christmas gift from my work. It's just like a metal, drinking thing.
Well, hopefully these are in okay positions to start with. I don't know if Sean Quinn knows anything, or anyone else with the JAMMIX knows anything about these jumpers, because I don't really.
So what does it say? I can look up the.
I couldn't find
let me find the JAMMIX. MiSTer.
There are, in total, there are 6 jumper positions. Two of them have to do with mono or stereo audio out of the analog ports, which I'm pretty sure they're on stereo by default. These,
this is the ITX case build guide for.
That video didn't really get too much into the jumpers, a little bit. But that was the video that I took notes from.
Did you ever? You could.
These
put it in
jumpers
the
should
dishwasher.
all be accessible after the fact. These would be.
So it looks like the
accessible,
jumpers. Looks like the instruction video has them like on the outer two of each side.
Like they are on mine here.
No, the one that you're pointing at needs to go to the outside.
But I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not listening to the audio, so I don't know if that's.
The thing is, like I'm not going to be using SCART out of it. So if I'm not using SCART, where should they be?
I don't know. I'd have to watch the.
Well, I can probably access them after the fact if I have to.
Yeah.
Because they are outside the bounds of the DE10, so.
Yeah.
I'll try to get clarification on that later.
There's another $4.99 from Sean Quinn saying maybe you can do a firmware update after you get it built. There's a script you have to download into the scripts directory in a file.
So the switches that you have to, the dip switches that you have to flip, are they the dip switches on the DE10 itself, like these? I don't know if I have it on camera. There's these switches, and then there's the teeny tiny dip switches.
You need to move to your left a little bit. Let me see if I can find that in the video here.
I didn't know anything about the dip switches. Okay, so this, let's see.
So
This
I
ribbon
mean,
cable. This attaches to
tell me more about them dips.
fan
Dip.
board. Okay, which
That's what I say whenever I have one of the.
are these ends identical? No. It's got to be like.
There's a dip block where they have to be set, and then center of the board, you have to short jumper. The shorter jumper for the second with a jumper. I didn't have one, so I used a screwdriver.
Oh, okay. Well, it might not be too bad.
Yeah.
The MiSTer, the DE10 ones would be hard to access. And by the way, I did get my SD card fully set up. There are, like, in the INI and there's another file somewhere, I forget what it's called. You have to add some code to the end of the INI file, and you have to change the code in another file to use with JAMMIX. But I've already got my SD card all set up and stuff. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Man,
so,
this build video is almost 40 minutes long.
I know. Okay, so I think.
I mean, I just hook it all up, and if it doesn't work, I take it out and just like rub it around on the carpet or something. That's whatever I do with electronics when it don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Either I rub it around on the carpet or just like put it under running water.
Yeah, one of those usually fixes it. Okay, so it comes with these like 3 different ribbon cables. They kind of look like IDE cables, but that's not what they are. I'm having a hard time actually getting this to go on the pins. There we go.
I guess jumpers are important to the JAMMIX.
Huh?
Jumpers are important to the JAMMIX.
Is that what Sean's saying?
No, that's what Delusio's Nels Arcade. Delusionels.
Well, I'm only
Nels.
planning to use it, in an ITX case. So it's never going to be used in an actual JAMMIX, JAMMA setup.
Yeah.
So.
Jamie J says, put it in a microwave will melt the solder and allow it to reflow. This is the hardware equivalent of a driver tutorial. But speaking of like reflowing solder, or not really like reflowing, but just like soldering, I did my first little bit of soldering yesterday for the first time in a while, and it was just to repair a Guitar Hero 3 Les Paul guitar controller. A capacitor on it was leaked all over the place, and it couldn't connect over Bluetooth. Oh, delusionals! Oh my God, that's kind of, it's the capitals in there made me feel like it was a separate thing. And yes, I did fix the Guitar Hero controller. It's apparently a common thing, so I just had to take off a capacitor. And luckily, I had an equivalent capacitor around here and swapped it out.
Sorry, I've wandered off to find my pliers. I thought they were right here.
Delusional. I didn't realize that that's what it was. I feel stupid that it's just like the capitals made me feel like the capital letters made me feel like it was a lot of different words put together.
All right, so you actually have to take off the little VGA connector.
Because you got to put it. It's got to go through, right?
Right.
On the outside there.
The back board Actually, kind of tough to get going. The backboard,
Uh,
they help hold the back plate.
yeah,
on.
yeah. I mean, that's how the metal cases are as well. Glenn Harris is asking, what is a JAMMIX MiSTer? It's just a I/O board for the MiSTer.
Right.
It's a different I/O board, and it fits inside of an ITX case.
Correct. Or it can be used in a JAM arcade cabinet, but you know, if that was the only thing you wanted to do with it, then you know, there are other cheaper ways to connect to a JAM arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
Okay, now why?
Totally not part of what's going on the stream. I have a question for the chat. Has anybody in the chat played the House in Fata Morgana? Fata Morgana, I want to say, or Fata Morgana. I don't know, but it's the first time I'm playing a visual novel. I guess Snatcher is considered one too, but you know, this is more just reading. And I decided that I'm gonna see it through to the end. Even if it's not working for me, I'm giving it an honest go at it. And I'm playing it on the Switch. And you know, as someone who doesn't I don't read books that often. You know, if I want to read something, I've been listening to audiobooks more often. But it's you know, it was it was putting me to sleep at first. But I don't know if I've turned a corner with it, or if something's gonna, you know, it's gonna start getting good, because I've heard that when you get to a certain point, it gets really, really good.
So,
and
you know, am I crazy, or is there a bit of this PCB that is should be snapped off? Because there's
is it just in the corner, maybe?
Well, there's a line here, this.
Is it have scoring on it too? It could be broken off?
Well, I don't see dotted lines or anything, but this.
Well, no, but I mean, is it have a kind of a cut, a scoring, a little bit of a?
Yeah, I mean, there's a long line that comes all around here, and there's no traces in that section. And it am I crazy here? If there is no way that this back panel is going to fit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to fit. I think this
yeah, don't snap anything.
But,
or is it feeling it's all right? Does that?
There's but there's no way.
Does that go in a way where it? Well,
I'm trying to figure out if there's something to snap off or peel off of this, but it doesn't really look like it. There's no way that's actually going to fit. It's.
Yeah, I'm looking at this video of it, and it looks like that should not be on there. It's it's got it those things should fit flush up against it.
Yeah, these standoffs here, are they the back standoffs, the standoffs next to the USB ports and the VGA connector? Are they
right? Yeah,
really
I mean, that's
close to the edge? You see how mine is here? That's it's got this extra you know, 1/8 of an inch or something strip here.
Yeah, I mean, can you? Well, I mean, like I'm looking at the build video, like that's not there.
Yeah, like it feels crazy.
So if you do that, like can it be snapped? Like if you take those those needle nose pliers,
I
can
know.
you?
I mean,
grab
is anyone actually familiar with building this, objecting to what I'm proposing here? Because, like, this seems crazy. Like there's a hole. There's holes to a small hole on each end. And there's a little gold dot next to it, but there's no like.
I think you should get out the katana and slice it right off.
If only I had a katana. Like there's no traces.
I think it's got to go. You know what? Ramon Hernandez just says, "Snap it off."
It's got. I mean, that's got to be it. That's got to be.
You know,
it. It's a little. It's a little.
if
Freaky,
if it wasn't supposed to happen, then you just send it back.
Oh my gosh, this is scary. Oh
Oh,
gosh.
I mean,
I hear it. I hear a little. Hear a little.
is it possible that does it seem like it could happen?
Yeah.
Like break? Okay. I mean, Max K is saying you got a defective board. That bit is just supposed to be snapped at the factory.
I'm sure that's what it is.
Just take those needle nose pliers and snap one off. oh, there's the EB Chill.
I've never seen anything like
chat
this
that
before.
said,
That's crazy. There it went.
There's $10 from EB Chill. I'm so sorry. Like that was a little while ago. Saying, Corey, if you're stupid, then I'm barely an amoeba. Have a great week, guys.
That was.
There it is. You did it.
I did it.
There ain't no going back now.
Yeah.
There ain't no getting off this train you're on.
This train we on don't make no stops.
So back to the like visual novels. I see people are talking about like different things and stuff. You know, I looked it up on How Long to Beat, and I was like surprised that the story is like 30 hours.
Oh wow.
that's like pretty long. I was not expecting that.
I mean,
but I've heard that after you get to like the third, like when you get to the third chapter is when it starts getting like really good and it's just like really compelling for the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm.
But that first chapter was just like, come on, it was like making me fall asleep. Like I've been trying to, you know, just like committing like an hour to it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Phoenix Wright games take 30.
But the thing is, like, there's like no gameplay elements here.
Really?
It's like basically.
Yeah, I mean, like Phoenix Wright, like it was a long time before I like kind of accepted that people classify them as visual novels, because it's like, yeah, there's like not that much gameplay and they are like super linear, but there's still like things you do. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't mind that. I mean, that's how Snatcher was, but Snatcher, like, you know, there was gameplay elements and you can get like additional information and stuff like that that was, excuse me, that like lies outside of like what you needed, you know?
Right. And sometimes like,
but this is basically just, you know, you can put it on auto advance and let it go. But I think there is like some choices later on because there's multiple endings.
Mm.
But we'll see. Like, you know, I decided that I'm going to finish it. Like whether or not like I don't like it, or if I don't like, if it like, you know, ruins the genre for me, that's fine. Like I decided that I'm going to give it like a complete go. You know, I'm going to see it through to the end. Because I mean, there's some of the comments I've seen about it saying, it's like, oh, it changed my life.
Well,
So
we'll just
I
have
don't
to
know.
see about that. So, I don't think I should necessarily do this part next. Like, I have a few optional parts, and I hope I have the right ones. Because, like, there's a whole thing, like, if you want to use the front USB ports, you have to do a few things. Because MiSTer doesn't support USB 3.0 in any particular way, really.
Right. I don't know if you can buy these pre-built. I assume so.
Yeah. Well, there's what was the thing that Chris was talking about last week that he was getting one of? Is that pre-built or not?
I don't remember what he was talking about.
So let's see. This. So this is just for. This is just an extra part I bought so I could turn this USB 3.0 header into a 2.0.
Winston in Maryland, where would you say that it starts getting, like, it gets really good? Because I'm in, like, I'm on the second door right now. I'm assuming that I'm a good bit of my way through that second door. The music is really, really good. It's very unique sounding. I just wish that sometimes the compositions were, like, just drawn out a little bit longer.
Here's another thing I got, and I'm actually, maybe this is what I should be connecting it to. So this.
The Handsome Cow, the JAMMIX board can be as an I/O board that can go inside of a mini ATX case. Is it ATX?
Or
Is that what it
ITX,
is?
I think is what you call it.
ITX, something like that.
Micro ITX.
And also can go inside of an arcade cabinet. One or the other. Yeah, I understand. Like, I know that the game doesn't really have any, like, serious gameplay. But a lot of people, a lot of the comments that I've read about it said that it's just like it's a really, really good story.
Did people say it was
I'm
a good
curious.
starter visual novel?
I don't know. I mean, some people are saying that it maybe not. But I think that there's a good amount of people out there, based on what I said, would say that it's one of the best. There's $5 from Axel Kusanagi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying, does it allow for an real-time clock battery? Because as stupid as it is, it'd be funny to play Pokemon Sapphire in an arcade cabinet. Yeah, totally.
Where do you
It
put
does,
that,
yeah,
though?
right?
I mean, I don't know where it goes. What does that go on like the I/O board for the regular MiSTers or what?
It's an add-on for it, yeah.
I don't know where you would put it, but that's nothing I've bothered to do with existing MiSTers. My existing MiSTer, I should say. Okay, so how does this work? So this can take.
There is $2 from Fried Zombie. He says, "Thanks for recommending Urban Rain. I found for $35."
Oh wow, nice.
And I mean that I didn't realize that it had gone up like that.
Well, yeah. I was concerned about going higher, so I was like, yeah, I should get this.
Yeah.
I'm going to deal with this.
Dan
later.
Gabster Games also said, "Watch the DF collab game pick up today. Convinced me to pick up a copy of Urban Rain from PS2 for 20.
Y'all are
I
finding
guess
it for
20
cheaper than I did.
pounds.
Oh, pounds. Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to trying it out. That's funny. I have no idea. I feel like I got it for $10.
Okay. how.
Urban Rain is definitely slapping on the sly.
All right, let's figure out how I need to run these cables.
Pink Emo says, I just bought Urban Rain minutes ago.
Wow, is that like the game that people picked up the most from watching our pickups video?
Maybe. I know that I see Electron Ash is in the chat who has done some work with this, and he can probably walk you through some of the
Yeah, I'm being a little dumb on a few things here.
Oh, yeah. Electron Ash was a beta tester on this, so. Delusionals Arcade with $20. Jeez, thank you. Saying here's to pronouncing my name right and checking out my YouTube channel. And I love my JAMMIX. Hang in there. You will get it assembled. I did it right. Like I don't know what I was thinking. It's right there. It's like, you know, it's same thing as same thing happened with the Epsilon. And I pronounced it wrong at first pass of the video.
in the one that you in the one that we released first.
Yeah, you know, I just have a hard time parsing words that have capitals in the middle of it. If it's supposed to be one word, you know, I don't mind when it's two separate words put together with just a capital, but yeah. But thank you. There's also $5 from Phenonymous. Thanks. Saying a cool pickup video with the Radical Reggie and Metal G. I mean, Try and Audi. These fellas. So one thing I guess we didn't really talk about, and we had maybe mentioned it in our Discord or something like that, but you'll notice that video was listed as an ad lib, and it's kind of I don't know. I like to think of it maybe in a way it was kind of like a soft relaunch of those kinds of videos.
Right. When we shot it, I wasn't really sure if we were going to release it
what it was going to be.
Yeah. I mean, at first I kind of just thought it would be I just kind of thought it would be for DF. But then it ended up being quite a lot of work.
Yeah.
For what it is. And we ultimately, I guess, decided. I mean, I think Audie's done so much of this type of stuff before, with the DF Patreon, and then ultimately a lot of those videos do go public. And he just had a much, you know, I was actually the one who originally said yes. I was like, hey, when we get home, we should do a pickups video. And he was like, yes, that's an awesome idea. And
yeah,
I think he just had a much clearer idea from the beginning of what this would be, but because he didn't have you know, access to computer to edit it or anything, it was going to have to be me. So I guess Richard liked it well enough that he was like, hey, let's release it on the channel publicly. So
yeah, Hipster Boo is saying, was the video intentionally published on both DF and My Life and Gaming channel?
Yes.
And yeah. I mean, we were unsure if we were going to release it on ours. I think they both went out to patrons, and I think that once we find out it was going to be...
We don't want to be afraid to release that kind of stuff publicly, you know?
Yeah, and you know what?
We tend to be afraid to, but it's fun to do. You know, it's some people enjoy it, some people don't, whatever.
Yeah, and you know what? It's fine if it was almost 3 hours long. It's not like super heavily edited, but it was edited.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I think
it took
that's
me
what
like
made me think a lot about like, oh, we should get back to doing more videos like that, because I look at our like the game music challenge video, which was like almost 3 hours also. Like, I think that's okay. I think that that's like, just, it's fine if more people watch it. I mean, I think that what happened for me is like those early not like the too early ones, but like there's some ones in the middle where I got like really caught up in just like cutting them down to get them to like this exact same amount of time. Well, that was more of like a personal challenge, because I thought it was funny that like the first like five of those videos were all like 23 minutes exactly.
But
or
I
like,
probably cut like 5 minutes total out of the whole thing. Like, I cut very little out.
yeah, and I think that that's fine, and I think that that kind of opens up just like doing like, hey, fun stuff, like just random things.
You know, there was, I can't remember if it was on our instance of the video or the DF instance. I'm gonna have to get that. I think, do you take the DE10 standoffs out of here? You have to, right?
No, you probably want them on there so that it.
But I put standoffs in the board on the board for it to go on to.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
But they seem like they're on there real good. But anyway, I forget if it was on our version of the video or DF's version of the video. But someone said, you know, there were several people appreciating Audie's, you know, particular brand of comedic timing. And one person said Audie has this like genius comedic timing where it looks like it's not going to land, and then it does, and it's funnier because of that. Like, someone else was like, oh man, Audie without a script for over 2 hours, sign me up. I did think, I mean, we had a pretty good dynamic on that.
Yeah. But I think doing stuff like that is like just something we should do more often. And
absolutely. These are hard to get going.
As I've been working, I think I said to you earlier today, you know, like as I've been working on this this setup video, it's become increasingly apparent to me just like how kind of embarrassing it is that like I put together so much stuff in this basement to like help make videos easier, and like I've never released less videos. And it's stupid. It is like beyond stupid, and it's going to change. I think it was seeing that, like, as I'm like working on this, like seeing that like firsthand, saying like, you know, I've done all this stuff, but I'm not like doing anything with it. Like I'm going to sit here and say like, oh, you know, like in this video, like I set this up so I can do this, and I've just like never done that before in a video, and it's annoying.
Well, I mean, but you know what you do really well is like, you know, you've got like this stream I'm doing right now is like, you know, kind of a difficult and unusual setup for me. You're like really set up to do this type of stream like with almost no thought or pretext.
I feel like you could set up something easy in your B-roll room.
But the problem is that I'd have wires running across the floor.
What are you gonna do?
Not run wires across the floor.
Yeah, well, I mean.
So okay, so I need to put. Do I need to take these like these off of the DE10? Like, there's these things that are just kind of sitting on top of these pins. Like, I've got my RAM stick here. Does the RAM? Let's see. Which side does the RAM stick go on?
If it goes on the side with like out, There should be just like enough pins for it. I'm pretty sure that it's the
Aren't
left.
both sides the
side.
same though? I think
But
both-
you'll see on your RAM stick, it'll say it's, that there's text on it that says this side faces out.
I know, but ooh, there's a slightly bent pin right there. Yeah, but it's like I think one of these cables has something to do with
Oh, the SD RAM does not have to go on the correct header. It doesn't matter. That's why you can have two.
right. That's what I'm saying. But the
It
thing
used
is,
to, I think, but it doesn't anymore because it
Okay.
was due to the shape of the I/O board.
So this ribbon cable is clearly going to have to go on the inside. So the SD RAM is going to have to go on the side that has on this side. And this side faces out where there's a very slightly bent pin on this DE10 here. Hopefully that is not going to cause issues.
I feel like they did that on purpose.
Well, I think it's
They're like, oh, it's gonna.
he's going
He's gonna make a mess up putting on his RAM stick during the live stream. This would be great. There's people at Thoracic are like looking, watching the stream right now.
All right.
Like, we'll charge you $40 to ship it from Colorado.
No, I think mine actually did come from Taiwan.
Oh, really? Okay, well that's lucky.
Well,
I-
not exactly lucky, but it makes the cost make sense, I guess.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny that like, oh, okay, I'm gonna order this one, and if I get a MiSTer Kate, I'll have it in case in case it goes up in price more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, $40 shipping, okay, but then it ships from Colorado.
Okay, so let's see. So now I put the.
So I'm hearing that the D10 should have really have gone on the motherboard before the I/O shield was added. Just makes it easier to build.
What I/O shield?
I would have like you probably made it wanted to like put it all together first and then put that completed piece inside of the.
I mean, no, I think this was a fine way to do it. I don't think that. I think it would have been hard to get the I/O shield in. No, I'm happy with the order I'm doing things in here. I'm just taking it slow here. It is my first MiSTer build after all. Setting up the SD card, though, I was surprised how easy that was. But, you know, it was easy because I had another MiSTer to do it in, you know?
Well, I mean, theoretically, it was only difficult because you were doing it before you built this thing.
Well, no,
I mean, normally you do it like
wasn't
after you
difficult.
build it.
I was saying that wasn't difficult.
Right. I know, but you said, you were able to do it because you had another MiSTer.
Right, but is that how it should be? I think so.
Kinto Zero saw Doctor Strange 2 and cried twice. That's two more times than I cried.
No spoilers. I'm looking forward to it though.
So I don't know if anybody saw the tweet that I made on Friday. So Friday was my daughter's birthday, and we took her to this place called Urban Rain. No, actually, it's called Urban Air. And like, I could not believe that place exists. It is like
I can see
like
now
Takeshi's
why
Castle or American Ninja Warrior or whatever. The obstacle course. It was like that place inside of a warehouse. And it was crazy. And you know that thing is like they make it. You'd think that like, oh, it's just for kids, but no, like you can, like, you know, they encourage like adults to do it too.
Yeah, you had a picture of you like flying over the food court. You look like you're
Yeah,
having a
like
great
on a
time.
zip line.
I can kind of see
It was
why-
hilarious though. I couldn't believe that it was real, and it was fun. You know, like they have all the they have it's kind of like American Gladiators. You have like the stick with the pads on each end, and you like are supposed to knock the other person off, and like you can fall in this big thing of foam.
Oh.
There was $4.99 from Sean Quinn saying watching Try Build This is like watching Buddy the Elf make etch-a-sketches.
I don't know exactly
But-
what that means, but thank you.
But there was $100
Whoa.
from Seabass Nap
Wow. Thank you.
saying,
Seabass
okay,
Nap.
here goes. Saturday, September 3rd, Charlotte FC at FC Cincinnati. This should cover both of your tickets. No excuses. Both of you go to the match. If you don't, I'm kidnapping Sandy just for the weekend.
Oh no.
Like I'm totally into it, but I almost can feel like I can think of almost. I can't think of anything that Try would probably want to do less than go to like a sporting event.
I mean, I have to be honest. High school in particular traumatized me on soccer. It was like the only thing that we did. In
But I'll
gym
go.
class. Yeah, I'm sure you'd have a good time.
Seabass Nap says, I don't care.
Now,
Well,
one thing that I can't forget to do,
He's going. I don't care. He's going. Drive.
I need to put this heat sink on the DE10.
Maybe Audie would sub for Try. Maybe.
How does this... There has to be something to come off here.
Sean Quinn says, I'd love to see Try go to an event where he'd have to wear long pants.
Do you have to wear long pants at a soccer game?
Probably not in September. You wouldn't have to.
There we go. I guess this is good enough to just switch straight on to the...
But thank you, Seabass. It's hugely appreciated. And like, I will go, and I will try to get Try to go. I will try to get him to go.
There we go. Does that look pretty good? The heatsink on the DE10? I was surprised that the fan board, which will be going on soon, like doesn't actually have like a heatsink directly attached to the fan. But I guess it just blows it away from the heatsink. Never seen me in pants. Well, I mean, if you go to like a convention, you know, in the later fall months or early winter months, you know, I'll be wearing jeans. I've probably worn jeans on streams in cold times, but you know, but shorts are my preferred attire. Okay, let's see. Okay. Put fan board on DE10.
So this will be good. I mean, like, and you just having run like the, like making a new SD card and everything. That was your first time really doing that.
Yeah.
Also, and you kind of see how like everything should be a lot more like optimized, I guess, at this point, because you hadn't updated your other one. I mean, you've updated it, but you hadn't done like a clean install in a long time.
I'd
you
never
never
done
did
a
a
clean
clean
install myself. However, I did recently, because I was having some arcade trouble, I did recently, how is that? Oh, I see. Maybe. Does that go? Yes. Okay. Wait. Should that be further back? It has to be further back. Okay. So that must go down into those pins. That's gotta be it, right?
I mean, like, even at home, like, I don't wear shorts very often. I sleep in shorts, or like,
well, there was a time.
my underwear sometimes, but it's like,
There was a time where you were
you
kind
know,
of anti-shorts, right?
yeah. I mean, like, I guess when I was younger, but I feel like now, like, if I'm just like home all the time, like, I don't, with central air and everything, like, I don't feel like the need to wear like shorts all the time to like stay cool. But like, I've really become like partial to like jogger type sweatpants. Like, I don't know, they're just real comfortable. Plus, like, down here in the basement, it's like 15 degrees cooler than anywhere else in the house at any time.
There are little feet that came with the case, but unfortunately I can't really use them because of where I want the vents to be pointed.
Zane's dad says, "I'm with you, 100%, 100% sweatpants guy, comfy." You know, so that's
The only thing I
what
don't
being
like
a dad's all about.
about sweatpants is
wearing
wearing
jogger pants or jogger sweats.
Is the static electricity in the winter. Right side of the screw for this. Maybe I should. Maybe. Let's see. Should I be using a smaller screw for this? Maybe so. Yeah, that's probably the right size.
But it's just in the last couple of years, like with like being home a lot, I just like find myself just like in comfy pants like all the time.
I mean, why would you not be? Why would you not be? What would be? Well, I don't see the argument for not being in comfy pants.
Well, I know. Well, I mean, like, if I knew I was going to be leaving or something like that, or going someplace for the day, like I wouldn't. But now, like, it's funny because if I'm not planning on going to like anything that is going to require me to, like have to look at least a little bit presentable. I'm totally okay like going someplace in like the joggers and stuff like that.
Now
and there was a point before where I was like, I wouldn't do that, but now
I mean,
like,
I don't do that. Believe
anymore.
it or not, like I won't go out in jogging pants. Unless I'm just like doing like a drive-through or something, But if I'm like getting out of the car, I won't go anywhere in just jogging pants.
I mean, I haven't quite got to the point of like wearing pajama pants outside of the house, except for like to like the mailbox.
But you feel like you see the trajectory toward that ahead of you?
No, I don't see that happening. But
so
I didn't see this happening either.
There is a fan cable that's like really tightly zip tied here. I'm guessing
that's just like general.
Put
Like,
that
you can cut that.
There's a jumper on top of this header where I think that would possibly go, but I'm assuming that the fan is powered through the pins that it's connected to on the DE10, or it's connected with this. It's powered by this cable off of the JAMMIX board itself, probably. This cable here. I should probably have this turned around this way so y'all can actually see the DE10 a little more clearly. Okay. Sorry,
My
this
life in
is going
pants.
so slowly and ploddingly. I'm just trying to be really careful. I'm
But you know,
doing things right.
like only wearing jeans or wearing like long pants was like, you know, like a New York, living in New York City in my 20s and early 30s thing. But now that I'm Mr. Midwest, you know, like normal person like this, like I don't care about wearing, don't care about like, you know, what I wear outside, I guess,
Okay, so this
in my 40s.
That can't be right? There's several headers here, and clearly this goes.
So Demon Koo says, I think what makes this ad lib video really nice for me is that they're not just a weekly update obligation. It doesn't seem like you're going to force yourself to do an ad lib video. Yeah, and I think I think it'd just be cool to like talk about whatever, like, you know, just kind of strikes our fancy. And the thing is like it kind of allows us to, you know, just like incorporate other people too.
Mm-hmm.
Which we kind of did with the earlier ones. Like John was in one of them. But I think that's it. But I think that, you know, we're going to be...
That goes in really easy.
I think we're going to do more stuff like that.
Let's see, and that's super obvious where this goes.
Mr. Self-Improvement says, I'm here to back up my boy Try. Us shorts guys have to stand up against the hate. I'm 36 and have wore shorts year long since I was 15. I only wear pants for doctor visits. I shovel snow in shorts.
Hey, I wear shorts to doctor visits. I mean, you're going, like, you might have to take your pants off anyway, right? So.
I just think it's like that final, the point where Mr. Self-Improvement draws the line is going to the doctor. I only wear pants to the doctor. No place else ever.
You know, this one guy who sometimes did freelance video with my old job. I mean, he was fairly old, in his 50s, maybe 60s, and I almost never saw him wearing anything but shorts. Like, no, my old job I did wear, in the summer I wore shorts. In the summer I wore shorts at my old job, but otherwise I did wear, regrettably, wore pants. I honestly kind of think I could have got away with it, but there we go. There we go. These ribbon cables are like...
Shinjan says,
exactly
welcome to
what-
Corduroy 301. How to get RGB out of your pants.
All right, now the one thing I'm a little uncertain about here is this cable, because it seems like it's long enough that it could go to either of these. There's one that says Prague, and there's one that says ADC Con. I assume...
You should try cutting it and then run part of it to one of them. And part to the other.
Let me bring up that video on my phone real quick. And see which one he put it in, because I didn't...
Rally Lancer saying in western Pennsylvania it's either freezing or burning. Where in Western Pennsylvania? I grew up pretty close to Erie. Erie, PA.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's in the closer one in the video. I'm sure. I'm sure
yeah.
that's how it's supposed
There's
to
a
be.
snowstorm in Denver this
Now?
weekend. Isn't that crazy?
Wow, that is crazy. I mean, one time on my summer vacation out, I can't remember exactly what state I was in. It was like probably like Wyoming or Colorado or something. I was out in the desert, and it started snowing.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, this one's a little hard to get in. It's so close to that screw. I'm just going to take that screw out and put it in after I get this connected. Assuming this works, one of the reasons I wanted to go ahead and, I've been saying I'm going to stream putting this together. One of the reasons I want to go ahead and do it was, if this works, we're going to stream Dungeons and Dragons: Shadow over Mysteria 3-player.
Oh, I thought you already were.
We started it.
That was actually you were going to, and you ended up not.
Well, we were going to possibly do it when Audie was here, but we didn't.
Right.
And we started it, because my streaming setup with the new carpet in here, it wasn't ready yet for last Monday's stream. So we started the game at Drum and Lynn's house, and just on Drum's emulator setup. And
yeah,
it was actually kind of funny how much Lynn was looking forward to finishing the game at my house this week, because she knew that it wasn't going to have like the lag issues that we had on the emulator setup.
Oh, really? So it was having lag problem?
I think mostly it was because Mix It Up, which is the program that we use for alerts, seems to cause a lot of stutters in the emulation whenever something comes through on that. And I'm sure it would run much better on its own. I think the screen it was connected to might have been a bit laggy too, because I think it was Lynn's old TV, which I know had a good bit of lag. It's really, I think, Mix It Up is the main thing. And that's why I'm always an advocate for, capturing your video externally. Software emulation,
totally.
Hardware emulation, like, both are, excellent and important and everything. But whether I was using a hardware emulator like this or a software emulation solution of some kind, I would prefer it to be external from what I'm using to record or to stream, because that just
especially since that we would be much more susceptible to like seeing dropped frames and stuff like that.
Right. So I had no problem playing it on the emulator, even though there was definitely some issues, but it was fine. But that's definitely my philosophy, is like, I want my game to be separate from like complex computer functions.
Yep.
That's why I have my old computer set up with like all the software emulation, because that's not a very powerful computer necessarily, but it does keep, if I do need to record or stream software emulation or a Steam game, like, it's separate from, I'm not doing screen capture or whatever, which is just eating up so many more resources. Mm-hmm. That's why I like to use an external device of some kind, even if that external device is just another computer,
Yep. I mean, that's why I kept my old computer. You know, just and put a capture card in that because I can capture from this, or I sometimes use my old computer to play PC games, and it's not even something I do very often. But and if I do, it's usually like very easy, light games, like any like the Falcom games and stuff.
So this very short Ethernet cable goes into the DE10.
Just a couple of things here. There's a Rally Lancer. The town I grew up in is called Jamestown. It's up in New York, actually, Western New York. But like 40 minutes from Erie.
Which way does that go? Trying to plug that into the right one? I think so. Just gotta force it. There we go.
But yeah, I mean that's definitely why I kept.
Did
What just happened?
Oh, you know what? I bet my camera battery died because I was trying to do it. So when Audie and I did the pickups video, like I had it plugged in, but it like still needed the battery change at some point. So I obviously don't fully understand like how to run it
Right. So
plugged in either.
you need to feed it. It needs a more. It's that thing I was talking to you about, like how the USB Type A, like
Right.
with certain, like they can't do like over 5 volts or something like
Right,
that.
but
and
I used the USB and the charger that like came with it.
Yeah, I don't think that's fast enough to like do that. To do.
So you've provided a different cable for that.
Yeah, I use like a power delivery. And using a USB-C to USB-C cable.
Well,
if you have like something that does like power delivery, then it can do more.
I see.
I think it needs like 8.
I'm going to go swap batteries.
Okay. Because I think that the like the USB A, Type A or whatever, like it can only do like a maximum of 5 volts. And like you had, your charger uses one, but I think it uses a special charger and probably a special cable. 10 watts. Okay. So, but like USB-C, like power delivery can be like, isn't it like up to 12 or something like that? Okay, yeah, 100 watts. Yeah, and you usually need a cable that can like support up to 100 watts. But one thing I realized that, if you're using like a cable for power delivery, it can only be like the maximum it can be is like 10 foot. Like probably anything over that, it starts to like, it's diminishing returns. Okay, spec was increased. So I mean, but yes, that like, if you get like a charger, like if you get a plug for power delivery, and then you get a power delivery USB-C cable, like, and you plug that in, it will work. It won't give you that message when you plug it in saying, this will only slow down the
I feel like you've been talking like for minutes on end as if I'm here.
Yeah. So what you need to do is probably go to like Target or Walmart and get a power delivery, like an Anchor single like power delivery adapter, and then get like an Anchor, like a 10-foot power delivery cable. And then you can plug it in, and it won't give you that error message saying, it's not even an error message, just a warning saying that this cable will charge your battery, but not fast enough to prevent it from running out of battery.
Right. Okay. Wow, it's... You know what drives me crazy? Why do, like, the, like, little, like, power LED headers and things like that, like, why do some of them say, like, oh, like, the HDD LED has a plus and minus on it, and then, like, the power LEDs are, like, separate things. One is plus, one is minus, and then power switch is just, like, I'm not going to tell you anything.
I don't know.
Like, it literally does not tell me which is plus and minus.
You might, well, I don't know. You could try dumping an entire tube of like Quaker Oats steel cut oatmeal in there. See if that works.
You know, it was like in the past year that, like, I understood that steel cut oats is like steel as in like the metal, and not like still as in like stillness and you know, like common still. Like, I was like, still cut oats? That doesn't make any sense. and the reason is, you know, so sometimes when my mom, you know, when extremely southernness comes out of my mom's mouth, you know, still will be, you know, steel. Like be steel.
Yeah.
Like be steel. And I would hear my mom say steel cut oats. And so I thought it was still cut oats. And then I saw a box. I was like, oh, it is steel cut oats. Steel cut oats. Does anyone know if it's like actually bad if you like, does it damage anything if you have like the power LED turned the wrong way? Like, nothing bad has ever happened.
I don't think so. It's just a single pin, right?
Well, it's, you know, it's technically 2 pins because there's a plus and a minus. Like, it does on the JAMMIX board indicate which side is plus. I have to believe that the plus would be this side. So
the LED backwards, it just doesn't turn on, if I'm not mistaken. That's what Henrik's 2 says.
yeah, that's what I would
his
assume.
LED connector, it's on backwards.
Trying to not have the wire run in a offensively bad manner.
But you know, so going back to the urban air plays, I couldn't believe that it was real, and it was super fun.
Like, do you want to go there for your birthday now?
But one of my wife's friends is a nurse, and she's like,
This is
I swear we have people come in with broken bones from that place at least twice a day, every single day.
What? No, every day.
That's what she said. It's like, that's like, and you're there,
could you
and like I
imagine
totally see how
working-
people are like getting hurt all the time
Can you
and
imagine
breaking
like
bones.
like working there and that just being like a part of just
No,
like,
it's like gigantic trampolines, and like everyone's just like running around like crazy. People are probably like smacking into each other constantly. Like there's like,
well, like, could you imagine working in a place where just like people, like customers breaking bones is just like part of
like all the time.
like
I
part of your
cannot
everyday
imagine
life?
that.
Like that, like I would feel kind of bad.
But I mean, they're all kids, and not only that,
Yeah, they're just
not only
kids.
that, but like they also serve beer.
Oh gosh.
I was surprised. But
So
you can like you
can't
can rent the
believe
place
this
out
place
for like private
exists
parties or or
many
team
ways.
building events. But I couldn't believe it. Like there's like crazy like trampolines. There's this one thing where like it's like this like an octagon with like different segments of trampolines, and these two giant like I don't know, like pillars like stick out of this like kind of a fan, and it spins around, and you're supposed to like duck under like the high ones and jump over the low ones. And it's crazy and fun, but like people are definitely getting hurt there like constantly.
Okay, so let's see. Plus is on.
I mean, I don't know if I could. I do not have.
I bet it's very similar. You know, there's some of this like big air trampoline or something like that. I bet here, like I bet it's a very similar type of thing.
But if you look up urban air, and I think it's like a nationwide place. Like I couldn't believe it, Urban Air Adventure Park.
Oh wait, that's the power LED.
But like I guarantee you, like you can get like month. It's like $15 a month if you want to go like more than once, you know. And I guarantee you, like just taking the kids there every Friday night, like they would sleep so good.
I don't think I'm going to connect the HDD LED. I'm not even entirely sure which pin it would go on anyway, but like I'm not that big into knowing when exactly it's, you know, I don't need that flickering in my face all the time. Somehow might be fine. All right, now let's see. So the USB thing. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I don't. So actually, let's not do that. Let's do. So this is the power supply. This is called a Pico, which it's just like a little tiny power supply, but it's like the same. Well, it's not the power supply. So the power supply is actually, I got a big brick power supply. This is just like an adapter, and it runs the wire to the back, where I can then plug in the external like brick CPU. And this just, let's see, it's got a washer and a screw-on thing here.
Beastly Fan is saying an Urban Air MLiG meet and greet confirmed. I you know, if I would totally do it if we if we were like ever like in a city where they had one. I don't know how many there are.
Well, I mean, you live in a city that has one.
You can have like a private events though at a.
Like buy out the whole place.
Yeah.
Alright, power supplies in. That's all I have to do except the USB stuff. So let me figure this out. So there are how many USB headers are on here? There's a USB there. Is there just one USB? So there's like this thing. So this. Let's see, how does this work?
Apparently there's an urban area outside of Hartford, Connecticut.
Oh.
So maybe we can go after Retro World sometime.
Okay, so this takes how? Oh, I see the JAMMIX dip switches. Now, you were talking about those. Okay, what is? Okay, this somehow takes SATA power. Let's see, and this came with it. So, how do I get SATA power to it? How do I do?
Pillow Hacker says this place looks amazing. If it was the 90s, they'd definitely have an arcade too. They definitely would.
Well, they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't have any arcades.
They did actually. They had like a DDR machine and like a Jurassic Park gun game.
Okay. How do I
Oh,
get
see, Zane's dad says ours has indoor go-karts.
Wow.
Kinto Zero says southwest side of Denver totally has handicap hot fries. I got a bag last week. Have you gotten another bag since?
I have not, but I thought about it. I totally thought about it. I think I'll just. I've got enough USBs to play Dungeons and Dragons. I'll figure out the USB stuff another time.
Can you put storage inside there?
Oh sure, yeah. I mean, you could, affix a hard drive in here somehow. There might even be holes.
You should put an 18 terabyte hard drive in there.
No, I think it would be a small form factor hard drive if I did that.
I know. I just think it's funny, like an 18 terabyte hard drive.
Well, yeah, because you just got one. Or got a couple of drives that added up to that or something.
No, I got two 18 terabyte drives. So,
two 18 terabyte
we've been like struggling with space on our NAS for like 2 years, if not longer.
Yeah.
And I just finally was like, I'm gonna get like an expansion for this NAS, and I'm gonna get. I'm not gonna fill it, but I will get a couple of hard drives. So that came on Friday, and I put two 18 terabyte hard drives in it, so it could be. Was a RAID 0, where that's like where it's mirrored.
Yeah.
And which I thought was always like a 1-to-1 thing, but I guess it's not, because it's saying like after everything formats. It's saying like it will add 21 terabytes total.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I think.
But so RAID 1, whatever it is, like that mirrors in there. So it's funny though, because I put this thing together and I put the drives in there, and it has to like format the it has to format the drives for the file system, and it's like taking like three and a half days.
Wow.
It's been going since Friday, and it was like this morning I looked and it was like 47%.
I'll deal with that. I'll need to figure out this USB hub thing later, because I don't know how to power it right now. But that'll be easy to deal with another time, I think. So
Gaming Blows, I have it on a UPS,
What was he asking about?
Just saying it might be safer to take one out, back it up every month or so, and keep it off site. I mean, I keep it on a UPS, so I mean it's like the most I can do. If that stuff. Oh, I have 4 UPSs down here. Different stuff. But what I am wanting to do is like one of the reasons I got so much space is because I have 4 drives of B-roll and G-roll, as we call it, which is our game footage, and I'm going to start archiving it onto there so that it's very easy to find footage that we need. And I'm going to try to use Synology's what is it, like the video app that it has, so that I want to make like a site where, you know, hopefully Try could like look through like at, you know, like proxy versions of the videos and then download the full res versions of stuff that he wants.
Yeah. We are almost amazingly done here.
But I have 4 external, like 4 to 5 terabyte drives. In terms of like offsite backup, I sync all of our final videos and stuff like that to Backblaze for offsite.
Now the last thing, it does come with a quite nifty.
And all of our like editing materials, our graphics and stuff like that. You know, put it sideways.
Yeah, it's going to be vertical. Now the feet actually go on this side. But see, the thing is, I'm going like this side is going to be against the wall, and that's where the vents are. So I'm going to set it this way. So I'm going to put it here. Of course, it could change at some point. You know, it could end up going horizontal another time, but I'm relatively settled on it being vertical for the current setup. So that's how I'm going to put the decal.
See, that's like the expansion that I bought has 5 bays on it. The NAS that it's connected to has 4. So that 5th is going to be the hot storage, I guess, or a hot backup or whatever they call it. When I get
there
to
it is. It's very light.
It's a bold move putting that sticker on it before you've even booted it up to see if it works.
Well, I mean, the case, I don't imagine I'll not, if it doesn't work, I'll still use the case. All right, let's find out. Man, I have no idea why my other
You got $1 from Nerds McGee.
Nerds McGee,
Thank
I
you.
love it. I hear it's recommended to put tape over the other power inputs if you're not going to be using.
Did you put the SD card in yet?
Oh yeah, I mean that would be extremely difficult to access after the fact.
We're just gonna sit here and just like listen for feedback from you.
Yeah, well, I'll get it up on screen. Don't you worry. I have a one switcher on. Let's see, is it this one? Got one switcher on my one extra HDMI switcher connected to the Denon. There's 5 inputs, and it's all FPGA stuff. Yeah, I labeled the input on the Denon FPGA.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Oh yeah, because it's well, assuming this works, it's MiSTer, it's Super NT, Mega SG, NT Mini Noir, and Analog Pocket.
Yep, I have a input on mine for that specific thing too.
Let me get this table moved out of the way.
Except for it has the Evercade going to it. So I think I might have mine as the FPGA EMU. There was another $2 from Nears McGee, who then later says a message would help. I used the other power cable on the table for the USB.
This one?
I don't know.
Like I can't figure out how. Like there's a SATA on this, but there's no like the Molex or whatever. Oh, do I plug? Is there a spot on the board for this one? Maybe is that how I get SATA power?
Oh no.
Maybe
yeah, you can get a CEC-less HDMI cable for the MiSTer, like a pass-through. I don't use it. I feel like it just like I'd rather use, like the designated remotes for things.
Oh crap! Where did I put?
That's how you get SATA. That's with that thing.
Where is? Shoot. Where's my that I mean it's right here, this keyboard you gave me, I didn't put I know I grabbed that. The receiver for it.
Oh, is that the one I brought you?
It is. And I was using it in the well, that definitely looks like the MiSTer is booted on my TV here. Let me let's see. I can switch to it like this, I think. Maybe.
You switching over to your input?
I was trying to. Oh, wait, there we go. Maybe. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got something.
We got something.
I see that, and I can't help but to think.
That's good.
How are you playing that back?
So a while back, I got like a cheap, like a Stream Deck, and it has like you can use
like an off-brand Stream Deck or an actual Stream Deck?
No, it's just a Stream Deck. I mean, it was on sale at Best Buy, and I was just there.
is driving me nuts. Where is
I'm like,
the
okay.
receiver for this keyboard?
So there's like a whole thing you can do with, you can add like sound, make a soundboard to it. And I only have one sound on my soundboard, and it's
That's good.
because that's all I need. That's all you need.
That is all you need. Hang on, I'm sorry. This has been such a disorganized stream. I'm going. Take a minute to figure out where this keyboard receiver is, and if I can't find it, I will. I'll just get another keyboard.
It is funny how like that like destroys the bit rate. This is killing the stream. I'm gonna have to make a wave file of Regina from Dino Crisis saying that's disgusting. That'll be the only other one that I need. I wonder if I could find that and do that right now. I can't find it. Let's see. I'm looking. I'm just to see if I can find anything else here.
All right, here we maybe go. I'm not sure which of these USB ports is actually plugged in. We're gonna find out if it's this one. You ready for this?
I'm ready for this action.
Ready for this action. Here we go. It is not that USB port, apparently. Let's try this one. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I had this all set up before.
There it is.
Yep. You know, I have my card already set up, so if I include Dungeons and Dragons, then that's good. Oh no. Oh no, this is the same error that I got on my other MiSTer. And when that happens, you actually
Did you copy all the files from it, or did you just
I did
run
not
update
copy
all?
the files from that MiSTer, no. But what I ended up doing was I just like nuked all of the like the arcade MAME and HB MAME folders and like started from scratch, and then it worked. So I might have to do that tomorrow. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Hang on, I'm going to have to like. I think tapping the button on the JAMMIX is supposed to reset it. Maybe. Maybe not. Did you just add a new one?
I'm just like adding different ones here. That's like from Altered Beast.
Well, speaking of which, let's see if that one will load.
And here's another.
Delicious.
Well, apparently I need to do some work on getting things set up, but it does seem to be working, at least. I think it's just like where the ROMs and stuff are set up, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll need to fix that, but I think we've had success. I think.
Yes. Well, I mean, you got that.
It was,
we need to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, but I'm not too worried about it, and I need to figure out how to get the USBs properly split, and make sure I've got all the jumpers in the correct spots for what I need to do. But
yeah, next time you boot that up, you should hit F1 on your keyboard if you can.
Why?
Because that'll get rid of the static. I'll give you the.
Oh, like the bars, the color bars.
Yeah.
Like not F1 when you're booting up, just like any time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to forget this nonsense for now and kick back and turn on the switch.
I love you, Michael.
What's that from again?
That's from Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Apparently, it's from the arcade version.
Oh.
Edward Nielsen became a member. Welcome.
Well, sorry, I'm just not going to have a webcam, I guess.
Never give up.
I mean, hang on. I actually could make a webcam happen relatively easily. 1 second.
Hopefully people don't care that I'm doing these stupid sound effects, do you? I'm just being silly. I mean, all I need is...
That's good.
Honestly, but... I'm seeing what else we got here. Oh, here we go. I guess I'll have to find some other sound effects for next time. What about this one?
Delicious.
Does that work? Is that funny? That sounds terrifying.
Welcome to your doom.
Never give up.
I do like that one. I mean, that is Altered Beast. I wonder if I find some golden axe here.
You see Sandy very sneakily in there right now?
Yeah, she's like hiding out. That was $5 from Edward Nielsen. Became a member and dropped the $5. Thank you. Saying, hi dudes, what's your favorite console and why is it the Sega 32X? I don't know. You know what my favorite thing about 32X is just like I love the form factor. I love how it looks. It looks so sleek and just really beautiful on top of any version of the Genesis. It looks like makes me think of like a mushroom cloud going off on top of like coming out of my Genesis's cartridge slot.
All right, that'll have to do for now.
I look at it and I can't help but to say,
That's good.
it's so stupid. I gotta stop with it. I'm sorry if it's annoying.
Is definitely amusing.
Okay.
I can assure you.
I mean, it's only funny because it's just like he says he sounds like the surfer guy, you know.
He says it with a good deal of enthusiasm, you know.
Yeah.
It's infectious. So I bought and downloaded the DLC today.
Okay. Is only the first pack is out, right?
I have no idea I know nothing about what's available, what's coming. I just know it exists. So I'm just going to do single player since I haven't played these courses before, or at least I've played them.
I mean, you have an intimate familiarity with all of the tracks that are being added to it, I'm sure.
I don't know.
You know, like, at least everything, right?
Huh?
I mean, you played them all.
Well, I mean, I've played every Mario Kart, yes. Hold on, my TV is not just scanning. There we go. I couldn't see the R. So, okay, so these are the new tracks. Oh, so there's only 2 courses added so far, I guess.
2 cups.
2 cups, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I've technically played Mario Kart Tour. Like, I downloaded it briefly, like, to shoot B-roll of. But I've not actually played Mario Kart Tour before. So, but let's see, 3DS, Toads. I mean, like 3DS, I don't know very well. But like N64, Wii, I know those very well. GBA, I know less well. DS, I know well. Ninja Hideaway, I guess that's a new one. So there are some new courses in this as well. So
oh, here we go.
Paris Promenade. I don't know how I feel about real world locations in Mario Kart. That doesn't feel right.
Is that what it is?
I guess so. I mean, I remember people were like not. I don't know. Like now that they're out, if the same sentiment has held.
Well, these are from the. Are these from the arcade ones?
Whoa.
Are these from the arcade?
No, I don't think there's any from the arcade game. Like this is.
I'm pretty sure that there is.
This is
some
apparently from Mario Kart Tour, which is the mobile game. And people were complaining that like, oh, like the graphics quality does not match like what already existed in Mario Kart 8. Like it's like a very different style.
That's okay though.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that like there's definitely like some of these trees alongside the road and stuff are like not super high res looking, like kind of have some weird texturing on them and stuff too. Some pretty lo-fi texturing and stuff. Like,
Who is that?
that's Slippy Toad.
That's not Slippy Toad.
That's not Slippy Toad. Is that Peppy Hare?
No,
Is that Falco Lombardi?
it is. I always thought it sounded like he said. I always thought it sounded like he was saying critical wing damage.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Now you say that. Oh, does this course, does it change every time or something? I'm clearly a little bit out of practice at this game in general.
There, that's Slippy Toad. How come, like, Peppy's last name is Hare because he's a rabbit, and Slippy's
course.
last name is a toad because it's a frog. But like, where are they getting Lombardi from?
I don't know. Also, I got really lucky on that blue shell there. Oh, man, this is going super terribly. I clearly have no idea what I'm doing on this course, and oh man, this is a disaster. Ugh, 6th place, gross.
It's a disaster.
Indy64 with $5 super chat. And I don't have anything to say, so I'm going to sing a beautiful song. Bo, 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 bo.
Bo 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 fat.
What were they thinking?
Bo. I will find a soundbite, even after I record it from the game myself, of that's disgusting.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's disgusting.
of course.
I mean, like,
well, that's disgusting.
that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's too good.
Bo 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 fat.
Man, I've even forgotten what the super start timing is. That's the term. That's the term me and my friends always used, was super start. Like what's the
Oh,
more
yeah, well,
commonly
I can see
accepted
that.
term? Like I feel like there's a more commonly used term, but I can't think of what it is. Well, we always called it super start. I shouldn't have. That was dumb. Now, I don't know the 3DS game super well. I feel like this might be the first course in the 3DS game. I said
Wait,
I
this is
feel
from the
like
3DS?
yeah, this was from the 3DS game. I feel like it might be the first course, but I don't remember for sure.
Yeah.
I do not remember the 3DS game very well. I did 100% it though, but I just don't remember it very well.
I said this before. I think we probably talked about it in the stream, but I feel like with these releases of tracks, like adding so many tracks, it's like, I think it's almost kind of pointless to like make a Mario Kart 9.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, why not just keep on like adding on to this version? Like,
maybe
just call it like Mario Party Ultimate.
I mean,
Or not Mario Party, Mario Kart Ultimate, and just keep on, just use that going forward.
yeah, maybe. I mean, like I said, like it is true that there seems to be a somewhat inconsistent visual quality from the original release, but still, like I was talking to Drum about Smash. We were talking about Smash 4, and I was like, I could not tell you what was new in Smash 4 and what was new in Smash Ultimate. Like,
they added, like, they brought back, everyone was there.
I know,
those
but, like,
missing
I can't
characters
remember, like, were the Belmonts new to Smash 4 or to Smash Ultimate? Were, like, I cannot remember. Like, stuff like that.
Simon was new in Ultimate, I think.
Richter, I mean,
Everyone wanted
don't
Simon
forget.
after Mega Man was in Smash 4.
So, okay,
But,
Mega Man
like,
was...
how much
See,
you
I
wanna
couldn't,
bet
I couldn't
in-
have told you if Mega Man was new in Smash 4 or Smash Ultimate. Like, I just, like, that knowledge has, like, left me. Like,
Yeah,
but I guess
it's
what...
not even important at this point.
Well,
Like,
I
mean,
I
all
guess-
that matters is Ultimate, really, because
Right,
and I
well,
bet
I
you
mean-
that, like, on their next system, like, they will, like, port Ultimate, and then I bet you they do, like, 2 more sets of, like, DLC characters.
But see, like, that's kind of what I'm saying is, like, I feel like I originally thought they were just going to port Smash 4 to Switch, add new characters, maybe...
In a way, they kind of did.
They kind of did, but it really is its own new game. Like, they put in the effort of a whole new entry in it.
Right, but
And-
but the thing is, like I think that they won't do that again.
I mean, I don't think they should. I want Sakurai to, like, be free to do things that aren't Smash Brothers.
Well, yes.
But
But also, I just think that it would be silly to try to, like, start from scratch. You'd have to have at least everybody the same, all the characters. now.
I know, but
Like,
like
if anybody was missing.
I guess what I'm saying is I already felt that they had reached that point with Smash 4, and that Smash Ultimate could have been more of a port than it was. But that's just my opinion. I'm no hardcore Smash.
Well,
Smash player.
wasn't Ice Climbers missing in Smash 4?
They were, yeah, but still they could have.
And
They
Snake
could
was
have.
missing.
They still could have added them into the Switch game, and still made more of a port, because I mean it is still a new game, ultimately. And I kind of thought it wasn't worth. I was surprised that they thought it was worth the effort of making a new one. But man, I just cannot get first place tonight. Oh wait, we have a chance. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I almost see still a purpose to making a new Mario Kart more so than I see a purpose of making, like, an all-new Smash at this point.
I think after these 50 new tracks, though,
I mean,
it
it is so many, but, like, I wonder, like, I don't know.
Just keep on building on it. Like, if they want to make new tracks, like,
you know what
Make new tracks.
I kind of wish, though, like, I kind of wish that they never went down the route of like putting together your car and all that kind of stuff. Like, you have to choose like the 3 parts that make up your car. Like, I think it just kind of makes it a little too complicated, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
They should
I
have that be
cannot
like an
remember
option.
the
Like
Superstar.
they have like pre-made carts.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I really hate is that when you unlock a new part, when you unlock a new part, it's like, oh, you've unlocked a new part, and it has to show it to you, and then it's like, oh my gosh, I can't remember which parts that I actually liked, because it moves the cursor away from the part that it was on, and so you have to remember the names of the parts that you were using, or else you're gonna
Oh, yeah.
or else you're gonna forget which ones you used. So that's annoying. I don't know. I felt like the Wii game having the the different vehicles that you could choose and the different like character weight classes. I feel like that was like the ideal sort of balance of like customization plus simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
And the different vehicle parts just it adds just I think a little bit too much of a layer of complexity of like, you know, putting together the stats of your car and everything. Oh crap.
There is $5 from Enchilada Backloggery.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank
Saying,
you.
have fun on new tricks. They are a lot of fun. I saw you the other night in Final Fantasy XIV in Ultima Thule.
that is correct.
Have fun with that. It's truly amazing.
Yeah.
Also, great games you got from the limited run games, as well as the surrounding areas. What a blast!
Yeah. Yep. I am seemingly very close to the end of Endwalker.
Oh, okay.
So we'll I'll be seeing what happens in the very end quite soon. Oh man, whatever my ranking here is not going to be great. Oh, wait, did I get first place by 1 point? I was actually not totally paying attention there.
So I guess tomorrow is like the last day that you can
Oh,
add
I
money
guess.
on 3DS and Wii U, like on those systems. But you can add
no, I
money
did get
on a
gold.
Switch
Wait, what day?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So yeah, I saw some people talking about that. See, look at this. A new vehicle customization option has been unlocked. It's going to navigate me away from the car part that I like. Wow, I can't believe I got first. I had not deserved first place. Let me tell you what. So I actually went through and added like most of the Kirby stuff that I didn't have today. Because like, I mean, you could, like we say, we believe it should be totally fine to do it through a Switch, but like, I just wanted to go ahead and do it while it was on my mind. Like there might be a few other download things I want to get before it's all over, but, like the Kirby stuff is like something that I would really regret not buying, you know, cause there's like, I mean, just because of my complete Kirby collection, even though like the digital stuff is like kind of, I don't know if it totally counts, but like I didn't buy all of like the virtual console games, but like I did buy like Kirby's Dream Course just because it's like, oh, well, it's a Super Nintendo game on there. That's kind of interesting. It's one more Super Nintendo game that I'll be able to show in episodes in the future if need be. But there's like those like expanded, there's like 3, I think, expanded like mini games from Triple Deluxe. They're like standalone things are like $6. And I totally forgot this existed. And if you had asked me like, did I have this? I'd be like, gosh, maybe not. It turns out I guess I didn't. Was Kirby's Adventure 3D. Like I totally forgot that's even a thing.
Oh, even I have that.
Yeah, so I wanted to be sure to get that stuff because I definitely need access to all that Kirby stuff.
So I see that Kinto Zero brought it up, and this is like something that like kind of blew my mind in a good way. Like probably about 10 minutes before the stream. So
See,
I don't know if you've been paying
remember.
that
I
close.
can't even remember what. And see, they changed the stats. This is the worst thing about this game is that they navigate you away, and it's like, what even was I using? I don't know. I was probably using something that gave me a higher speed. It might have just been that.
The rumor has it, like, you know that like PS1 and PSP stuff is coming out on PS5.
Vaguely. I don't know that much about it, but
Like it's already starting to show up now.
oh, okay.
And there's been things like showing up, like it has all kinds of filters. It has like a lot of like really interesting like sizing options.
Oh, really?
Like
I
things
wasn't
like 4x3 for 16:9, 4x3 for 16:10, stuff
what?
like that. Like
Really?
pretty-
It's got like NT mini type stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's what it says.
I was.
And it even has apparently has a CRT filter. I don't even know what it looks like.
I was
But here's
not
the thing,
expecting
that,
them to do anything.
Well, yeah, it even has fast forward, rewind, and stuff like that too. So it's not confirmed, but I think it was mentioned in something like official. So word is that if you you can buy the stuff separately, or you can get it with the the.
Oh, you can
various
just buy
tiers
PS1
of-
games?
What?
You can just buy PS1 games without being subscribed?
Yeah, you'll be able to. But here's the thing.
Oh.
Word is if you bought these as PS1 classics on the PS3,
Yeah.
you get them.
Really?
Yeah,
no
it's
matter what your PS Plus status is.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, this is nothing is out yet.
I mean,
this to be confirmed, but that is the general word right now.
I feel like I shouldn't necessarily be praising them for this, because it's of course.
No, I feel like I was not expecting them to do it, and I think it's cool that they're doing it.
We should have been expecting them to do it, but sadly, we had no reason
Right.
to expect them to do it, given how they treat backwards compatibility and how they treat PS PS1 and other old stuff normally. Yeah,
Right.
I would not have I had zero expectation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, PS1 stuff is fine, whatever. That's awesome. But I feel like the PSP stuff, even with Sharp Scale, is looks great and everything. The emulators are really good on a PS TV. But I think that could be pretty cool.
So are they using high res rendering for PSP games? You said stuff is coming out. Is stuff actually out and available now? Or
The only thing that I've seen is Abe's Odyssey.
Okay.
It's just a quick thing.
Interesting.
video.
I mean, I would never have expected them to just give you access. Is there anything coming out that either of us might already have as a PS1 classic or a digital PSP game?
Well, I think I have Abe's Odyssey.
Oh yeah, that's not. I mean, isn't that game all pre-rendered backgrounds and characters and stuff though? Probably not the best game for really testing things out.
See, okay, includes CRT filter,
Is it a good filter? though?
rewind. Some have trophies. Let's see here. So the options for screen size. It has native resolution, 1:1, 4:3 for 16:10, 4:3 for 16:9, square pixels, and wide zoom stretched.
I don't even understand the 16:10 thing. Because
10 monitors. I mean,
yeah,
that's what,
but the PS5 doesn't have any output options like that, does it? It almost sounds like they were copying what Analog did without even thinking about why.
Yeah.
I'll be really curious if the CRT filter is actually any good though.
Yeah. It looks like the first games are going to be Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, Worms Armageddon, Worms World Party, and Ridge Racer 2. It would be really cool if you could just put, your physical games in there. Like it can't read CDs, or if it just like let you just like downloads the package or whatever, like it does on Xbox. Like I kind of wouldn't be surprised if they eventually did something like that.
Yeah, I wish they would, but I would be surprised. I mean, again, we shouldn't be, but I would be surprised.
Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't be surprised, but like the way things have been, I find myself surprised about it, and that is the kind of thing that like would build some goodwill, I think.
It absolutely would.
For doing something that should obviously have been done.
I was listening to the DF Direct from, I guess it was this past week. Oh, okay, cool. They've got this is one of my favorite tracks and environment, like music tracks from the GBA game, which is,
yeah,
not one of, probably the weakest Mario Kart game. This is a good track to include, especially for the music. This is nice to hear this remix. But they were talking about how Microsoft filed a patent for. Whoa, that's a little squirrely. They filed a patent for a method of. Did you hear about this? For putting a game disc in an Xbox One. And like using some sort of network connectivity to confirm that you're allowed to play it on a Series S for backwards compatibility. Which sounds like kind of really ridiculous. Like you would have to keep around an Xbox One S or
I see it.
or One X to play physical games on a Series S, which, don't get me wrong, like I appreciate that they're going for that, but like if they were going to come up with a way to let you do that, I would rather them come up with. I would rather them just like release a thing like the old HD DVD drive, like
yeah,
like what I guess what I'm getting is I'd like Sony.
They should make it so you
too.
can hook up, like you can get like a USB CD or DVD.
Oh, you could just do it with any, or maybe they release their own, but like you could also just get like one for PC. And like that's what I want to have. Like, like it's probably inevitable that there will be a future generation, some point in our lifetimes, with no physical media, or like a final stopgap generation where it is about to go away. And I would like for it to at least be an option once we get to that point that, okay, maybe the system doesn't come with a disk drive, but you can still buy like an external drive, and like maybe maybe it might ultimately fall to companies like Limited Run. Like maybe Sony doesn't do any of their own like putting stuff in the store in Best Buy or whatever. But like maybe some of these like companies, they're like up and coming now, like maybe those companies can still exist as like the primary provider of physical media for like, a generation or two from now when it's about to be totally phased out. Like you can still get like an external drive and put this, physical media on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is just me imagining. So I guess this is a totally new track. This one didn't indicate that it's from any other game.
The Ninja Hideaway.
This makes me think of that level in Astrobot Rescue Mission.
You mean the Go V bot?
The what? Oh, What was that? What was that thing?
So like I like these LED lights I have
Whoa.
from this company called GoV, and I went into the app the other day to like update firmware or something like that, and it was like, need help? Ask GoVBot. The GoVBot can help you, and it's like literally looks exactly like Astrobot.
Yeah, it's like a slightly off-brand Astrobot.
And I was like, I feel like they would get sued if Sony cared about GoV.
Well, that was that very thing was, I watched today. I was telling you, I watched the Rescue Rangers movie, which was, I expected it to be terrible based on, the trailer. And then I guess it just came out and you were like, oh, I've actually been hearing it's pretty good. And I watched it today and it was basically exactly what I expected. I did not think it was good at all. Just, it's just kind of an insult to anyone who would actually like a real continuation of Rescue Rangers. They did DuckTales so right. Like the new DuckTales series was so good. But anyway,
I mean, like,
but anyway, that was like
Astro
what
ever.
you're talking about, like Astrobot, like an off-brand Astrobot. Like that was like kind of the main plot of the movie. But I won't spoil any more than that. But like it was a lot about like, off-brand like knockoffs and stuff. So yeah, your Astrobot, your fake Astrobot would very much fit into the world of the new Rescue Rangers.
GoVBot.
GoVBot.
I mean, I never watched the show. Like, I may have seen it like a handful of times. So I
Have
think
you
that,
beat
like,
the game?
Yeah. I have, but like, I played it just because of like word of mouth at the time, not because like I was like into the characters or anything.
Oh, so you played it? You played it way back.
I played it on a rental.
Oh, okay.
Like I played both that and like DuckTales. Like I didn't really watch. My brother watched DuckTales more than I did, but like I rented that too, and finished it that way. But I mean, like I wonder if I'm gonna like it. I've heard it's a lot like Roger Rabbit, which I liked as a kid.
I mean, conceptually, sure.
Yeah, but it's funny because like I thought about like, oh, I'm gonna show my kids Roger Rabbit, and then I watched it and I'm like, this is not a kids movie. Like I need to wait a little longer before I show them.
I mean, I definitely saw Roger Rabbit as a kid.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like definitely like I do not feel like that would be rated PG today.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
like
got straight first on this one. That should give me 3 stars. Nice. Oh, great! A new vehicle customization option has been unlocked.
But it was like I feel as though is this like it was it should Rescue Ranger I guess is going for that a little bit of like that kind of feeling, which
Toons
like
living
makes it more
in
interesting
Hollywood.
to me.
Yeah.
But Roger Rabbit now is definitely not like something that I would have my kids watch. At least not my son. Like maybe my daughter. Like now that she's 10. But I mean, like, see, I laugh about it. I think I've joked about it like at times, like in the chat. See Electronic Ashes bring up RoboCop. Like my dad took me to see RoboCop in the theater when I was 8. Which is still like I laugh every time I say it out loud because Like it's kind of unbelievable.
Well, I mean, I didn't see RoboCop until I was in my 20s. But
Yeah.
like I always like I assumed it was like not like a ultra violent movie or anything. Like I was aware of RoboCop, but then like I remember reading like years later, like, oh, it's this like considered this ultra violent movie and it's rated R. I was like, what? Really? Like that? Like, I mean, it's like the kind of thing that had like NES video game. Didn't it have like action figure toys and stuff like that? Like,
yeah. No, I mean all the stuff, but like I'm surprised. Just like I'm kind of surprised that there was like toys of like the new Batman movie. Like it's very weird that they would just like, I mean, visually like the character, like the suits and everything look awesome in it, but it just like I wouldn't say that the new Batman is something like I would watch for my kids yet.
Should I do maybe a quick online play? I know that
Yeah, if people want to jump on with you.
Are people asking for that?
No, but I mean, if you create like a multiplayer lobby, I'm sure that people will jump in.
Yeah.
Make it like a private and show the thing, so if
hang on.
people want to jump in, they can.
I know that.
But yeah, I mean, I saw all those movies and stuff in the movie theater. Like probably like it just was never considered like a big deal to see this stuff. Like I saw, you mentioned I see RoboCop. I saw Predator in the theater. I saw Terminator 2 in the theater. I saw Total Recall in the theater. I mean, I saw Aliens in the theater. I don't know.
I was entering Henry Clark's.
Can't you just make a room and people can join into it?
Yeah, probably. It's been so long since I've done it, I wasn't sure exactly how it works. By the way, Henry Clark dropped a "That's disgusting" into our chat.
Oh, sound file?
Yeah.
Oh man. Let me.
I'll say I'm creating a room privately for friends. I don't know how many of y'all who are watching are actually registered as friends on my Switch right now. But let's see if we can put together for at least a couple of
That's not very
races
loud.
here. You might have to.
I'll have to turn that up a little bit.
That's disgusting.
Can you
I
hear
love
it?
how like in the actual game version of it, there's like kind of this like music buildup. Oh hey, Enchilada's here. It's kind of like duh, and then like just like it's total silence, and then she just walks up and goes, "That's disgusting." Like it's easy to make it a really clean clip, Sandy, you can get down. There's a lot of things in the way. Yeah. You did.
Oh yeah, I saw first Ninja Turtles in the theater, and I think that what's really interesting about that is that, kids went to see it, and they were probably like, I remember being kind of shocked that it was the way it was.
I can't remember if I saw Ninja Turtles 1 in the theater, and I know I saw Ninja Turtles 2 in the theater, which was much more kid friendly. But I had seen Ninja Turtles 1.
Yeah. But you look at all those now, and the first Ninja Turtles is the only one that I think is like really holds up.
Oh, it definitely. I've never seen 3, and I haven't seen 2 since I was a kid.
3 should be on the Voodoo, on my Voodoo.
I know. I've never gotten around to watching them. Did anyone?
Is there can you bring up a screen that just shows the login?
Well, I was. I wanted to see. Receive friend requests. Okay. Like if anyone, let's see, where's? Oh, there's my code appearing on the screen right now. If anyone,
I thought you could make a lobby where people like can jump in.
Well, yeah, but then like it'd fill up with just like random people across the internet.
No, but you can make a. Can't you make a private lobby that just like has like a
has a
lobby
code?
code? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can.
Maybe. Well, okay, I'll try that. And if it doesn't work, then I assume that was Henry Clark along with Enchilada there. Worldwide versus race. Is this just going to? Oh, see, this is just going to put me in a random.
Do a password lobby, and you can like make a lobby, and then.
Can you do that? Oh no! See, this just put me in a. No, I don't want to be here. I'm just going to quit the game.
Oh, you're. You just kept the quit out the whole game.
Well, I mean, it was.
You don't want to play. You don't want to race against Edward.
It was. Well, I mean, I was just spectating anyway. See, I don't think there is just like a.
Everyone's saying you can do a password lobby.
How? How?
Go to friends. Can you go to create
Hang
room?
on, I just got a friend request.
Well, no. Go to friends and create room, right?
Hang on.
Oh, it's under tournaments, I guess.
Under tournaments. See, I wouldn't think that. Create tournament?
I could have sworn we did this before, though.
Oh, I'm sure we did, because we did like a whole night of this with... Okay, search by code. Oh, okay. Create tournament. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's do teams. Can I just do... Why is it a weekly thing? Why can't I just make it today? Fixed period. Fixed period, I guess. So I assume 1800.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Whatever.
It's so quiet. I gotta fix that. Hang on.
Let's do 6 races.
We have the old.
I guess you have to have computers on. Enter a name from the, for the red team.
I'm a computer.
I don't know. I'm not feeling creative. Enter a name for the blue team. Sorry, I'm not feeling creative. Okay, there's the tournament. I'm sure we'll...
That's disgusting.
There it is. I assume it'll be on the next screen, but I'm going to take a picture of it just in case I have to recite it. So... Okay. Join. I don't care what team I'm on. Yes.
Oh, crap.
Okay. What? Is it going to, like, make me... Am I doing this right, people? Ugh, I'm sorry that... I thought it was going to display it on screen for a
All
while.
right, did I lose you?
Oh, wait. Okay, we have some people in here. Okay, we have some people here.
Hang on. I don't. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me?
I can hear you. Okay, so the code is... Sorry about this, people. The code is 5322 5192 5035. There, I just put it in the chat.
Okay. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Okay, cool.
Okay, well we've got a number of people in here now, so that's cool.
That's disgusting.
That's a little bit louder. Hang
It
on.
looks like everyone just selected the default course there. All right, it looks like we got a decent
That works.
number of people here. Oh, most people ended up on my team, but Mega X6 is against me.
Okay, that's fine. If the soundboard stuff is too annoying, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Delicious.
I just realized I was trying to get someone on my own team.
Oh, so is it like, is everyone from the chat playing?
I mean, I think it's slightly over half is people actually from the chat, and the other half are computers.
You know?
That's good.
That is pretty good, really. Wow, look at all of the red team is mostly computer players, and look on the map of how far behind they are.
I love you, Michael.
It's so stupid. It's so...
I wonder if any additional people might end up joining, like, in the next race, and they'll. We need some more humans on the red team. Help out poor Mega X6.
It's more complicated than the MiSTer setup. Like getting that room.
That's disgusting.
That's a good one. Oh, add Sinistar to my samples. What is it? I hunger.
I hunger.
Oh, there's $5 from Container 7. Thank you.
Thank you. I would accept those friend requests that came in, but I'm afraid
You'll lose the race.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid it'll kick me if I go to the dashboard. But people should, I mean, if it's joinable. I don't know if it is at this point. Oh, it looks like there's at least one other human on the other team.
Power up.
Or is there? Now I'm confused. It looks like there's only one human on the red team, but there was a human without a crown
Rise from your grave.
on the map. How many of those can you make for the Stream Deck?
I could make as many on the screens as I want to. You can make as many pages as you want.
I honestly didn't even remember this course being in the game. This one's a classic. This was always one of my favorite courses in the N64 game.
Is that like the like a Splatoon engine on yours?
Yeah.
Like shooting paint out.
Yeah. Honestly, like I have mixed feelings about non-Mario characters being in Mario Kart at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I've kind of, I mean, you know, weren't there rumors like before the new courses got announced that they were going to be announcing like Nintendo Kart?
Yeah, I'd be way into that.
I wish they would just call it Nintendo Kart at this point, because like that's what they need to make. You know, if they need to make another game, they should just make a Nintendo Kart and have courses that are not, you know, that are, you know, from other games. I mean, I guess there is like an Animal Crossing course now and a
Yeah.
Hyrule course. And I can't remember if there's a Splatoon course. Maybe? Can't remember, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I'd definitely be into that. Like if you're gonna call it Mario Kart though, it's like been like when this game first launched, it was, other than I guess the Mii's, like it was just Mario characters in it.
Yeah.
You know, and then they add the DLC characters, and they have like Animal Crossing and Splatoon, and although I think the Splatoon stuff was new to Deluxe.
I think so, yeah.
I think that was new to Deluxe, but I do like this vehicle. I mean, it's got the stats I like, so this is what I've typically driven. And in Mario Kart Wii, I was all about Rosalina on the Wario bike,
Mm-hmm.
which is like the low riding bike, which I thought was pretty funny for Rosalina. But that was the you know, the feel that I liked.
Yeah.
Just how it controlled.
I don't know. Like, I just don't have a lot of attachment to like the random Mario characters, which is like I'd be totally fine if they were just swapped out with like characters from other franchises.
I definitely like the random Mario characters. Like, I mean, the one that I'm still upset about is, you know, they originally previewed Mario Kart 64 with Kamek. Oh, we do have another human. We have Fried Zombie in here now.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I will be right back.
Yeah, I'll never not be sad that they took Kamek out of Mario Kart 64 and just put in Donkey Kong. Because, you know, as a guy who thinks about, you know, Mario universe and lore more than he should, I feel, well, I've started to come around to Donkey Kong related stuff in Mario. Since Odyssey, because I feel they made that work. You know, it's like, oh, well, like, you know, the, what was it, the Metropolis Kingdom or whatever it's called. It's like, oh, well, that's like where Mario was originally from, and where like he had like, you know, his adventures with Pauline and whatever. Because really, the whole like, oh, Mario is a plumber from Brooklyn. That's like, as far as I know, that's kind of like just like a Nintendo of America, if not more like, really more like Super Mario Brothers Super Show and like comic creation is like those concepts of like, oh, Mario was a plumber from Brooklyn and fell down the drain. Like that stuff, to my knowledge, has never really been part of Mario lore, and really was kind of negated by Yoshi's story. And I feel like the fact that in Odyssey they like, oh, like here's Pauline, here's the New Donk City. That's what it was called. Why couldn't I remember what it was called? Metropolis Kingdom. New Donk City. Like that made Donkey Kong feel much more integrated into the Mushroom Kingdom side of Mario's lore. And I always felt like Donkey Kong should not be in the same universe as Mario after like Super Mario Brothers. Like before then it was okay. After that it's like Donkey Kong is in a different place now, you know? But now that they've like kind of established like the New Donk City thing and, you know, all that with Pauline and stuff, like now I'm like, oh, okay, this actually works. Yes, I think about this stuff way too much. So I am fine with Donkey Kong coexisting with Mario now. But at the time, there was no really... At the time, I felt Donkey Kong was still out of place. And so... Oh, we have another human now. Welcome. We might have 2 new humans, maybe. Welcome.
All right, I'm back.
But still, I want Kamek to be a playable character in Mario Kart someday. I mean, Kamek has been playable in like some of the the tennis games and stuff. Oh, Vanessa is here. So we've got, well, at least half of the red team is humans now. This is one of my favorite courses in this one. I really like the music here.
Got Toon Skunk in there.
Got a pretty good room going here.
We haven't done like a multiplayer stream in a while.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, like I don't even like multiplayer games that aren't Nintendo anymore, you know? I'm just like not interested in the multiplayer styles that anyone else is making these days, you know?
Yeah.
It's just that
it's too bad there's no way to play like Fortune Street. Or can you can't play Fortune Street online, can you? If you're playing with friends, could you? I mean, there's not servers or anything like that for it.
I mean, I don't think you can, but then again, we were surprised you could play Contra or Hardcore Uprising on PS3. I don't think I don't think there's any way to play Wii Online stuff. Well,
I was surprised today when I was like capturing. I was surprised today when I was capturing footage for John for an upcoming video of Fat Princess on the on the PS3, and like it's a game that's like delisted even. And I went on, I got some multiplayer stuff, and there's like people playing.
Really? That game is delisted? Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I wonder if Fortune Street is possible. Oh, they're private Wii servers, but can you put in custom server information, or can you only do it like with the hacked Wii? Not that that matters, that we all have one. But I mean, like, I feel like playing Fortune Street would be a fun stream.
I wonder if I've really been wanting another Itadaki Street. I don't think they've still not announced one, have they? Like another new one after, like there's the one on PS4, which Lynn has that, and we played that. But I'm not sure if that one has online. Of course, I don't know how many people.
But none are released in the US, right?
No, but it's relatively easy to play. In Japanese. But yeah, I mean, Fortune Street is the only one. You know, I did the Mario Party stream with Duke.
Right.
It was the day that
you play like more than two people on that. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, we could have done it with multiple people, but I think we just wanted to keep it simple and just make it the two of us, because that was like the day I got back from Retro World. And I got back like an hour or so before the stream.
Right.
Oh man, we're down to only two computers left. We're finally getting an almost full room. Oh, N64 Peach's Castle again. Or Peach Circuit, whatever it's called.
Oh, you got Dude even joined.
Yeah. The Dude. Whoa, that was... What was I doing there? That was lousy.
I wonder if anybody's still playing Chocobo GP.
I still have like really only like turned it on to like look at a multiplayer match like one time. And like I've never turned it on since. Like,
Just to see if it was as bad with the physical copy as it was with just getting
yeah, and I honestly can't remember if I came to a conclusion on that. That game has like kind of become like a meme almost with Game Dave streams. Like he's even got some chat alerts that like play the Chocobo do 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 do. I can't remember how the song, like the title song. Like
yeah.
It's definitely become a bit of a, man, I'm doing bad.
Yeah, it's not nearly as good as Hello Banana.
Oh my
god! It
gosh.
sounds very similar to Hello Banana.
Yeah, but Hello Banana is like a work of art. I love Hello Banana, and there's a pretty good song for Banana Blitz HD too. Man, I'm doing bad.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Banana Blitz HD has a song too.
Danger PC just threw, I think it was in response to something, but saying that 2004 was 18 years ago.
I mean, these are true facts.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like 18 years ago.
To me. I mean, I was in the middle of college in 2004. I was playing Final Fantasy 11 in 2004. Which that like just celebrated its like 20th anniversary like a few weeks ago, I think it was.
That's really impressive.
is like there are so many people who like assume that it's like not online anymore, but it is. Oh, did we get one more new person? I think we might be almost a full. I think we might be one short of a full room now. It would be nice to do like a Mario Party with a few more people.
Yeah.
Although really that's the kind of game where you really need, because there's only four players, you really need everyone like on the call. Did you ever get the game?
I didn't.
You should. It's really fun.
Yeah, I do plan on it. Have you tried that Mario Kart Super Circuit thing that, or whatever it is, the thing you can drive the remote control car around?
Oh, I mean, I've seen it on sale a few times. Like I've definitely been tempted.
I mean, I wonder if my kids would really get into it.
I've been curious how Sandy would react. That's what I've been wondering. I think she would like it.
Do you have to lay down the track, I wonder? Or can you just drive them anywhere?
I'm sure you could.
If you could drive it without the track,
I'm sure you
really
could. Cool. The only problem is like I feel like I could only really play it at my parents' house. Oops. Because like, I mean, I've mostly got carpet here.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't think it would work that great at my house. Like I could definitely play it upstairs at my, like in the main floor at my parents' house. I've definitely thought about it. I do kind of want it. But like, you know, the thing is like Sandy, like, you know, I mean, I just got new carpet downstairs. Well, only in the living room, not in the bedroom. Although I could certainly use new carpet too, but I mean, it wouldn't have even been possible to like move my furniture, like to do the entire downstairs. Like it would have been possible, not to mention very expensive to do the whole thing. But you know, some people were like, "Oh, you know, gotta get hardwood," and it's like, I mean, you know, I'm a carpet man for life. Like, you would expect like a shorts man to be a carpet man too, right? Right? You know, because I'm all about that. Like, I'm all about that comfort. I'm all about that comfort. But like I mean, you know, just I think further arguments for why I need carpet. Like Sandy would be miserable. Like playtime would be like permanently over if Sandy had to deal with to deal with
sliding around.
Yeah, she has zero traction on hardwood.
Well, so Nelly doesn't either, but
I feel like
it's fun.
She would not
they
be
overcome. They will overcome.
She would like if I like have like in the evening sunlight comes in from the front and sometimes I like reflect it off of my phone and like, you know, she like likes to chase it around. You know how there's like a rug under my dining room table? Like that's usually where like I'm reflecting it. And if I like reflect it like to a wall that's like over the hardwood, then she like usually won't even go over there. Oh man, rough time. Red team being mostly computer players. Sorry, red team. I guess if more people wanted to. Oh, okay. So it looks like there might be some people who have been playing like in another room, maybe.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, because it's a tournament, so like this is, I guess I think it lasts until tomorrow sometime.
That's cool.
It lasts until
That is
tomorrow
cool,
at
you know, it's
7
like-
p.m. I guess. So like, if people wanted to like drop this tournament number in the like the MLiG Discord or something, like people could, in theory, still participate.
Alex Gavin, is tomorrow like the last episode of Better Call Saul? I haven't watched any since the first season, but I'm really interested to see how it ends.
Oh,
There's only a couple left, right? At least.
$7 super chat from Mega X6 saying for a fun Mario Kart time. Well thank you. We should do things like this more often. We have this whole thing about where it's like, oh, we don't want to like make a game the headliner game twice. So like that's why we've like not done it till now, because I was just like, oh well, like
But we could. I mean, I wouldn't be like
the MiSTer video or the MiSTer build was not going to take the whole stream, so I was like, oh, that'll be a good time to finally try out the Mario Kart DLC. You know, I'm surprised there's only one pack released so far though. Weren't they saying though that they were going to release like into like well into next year or something like that, right?
yeah.
Like how I'm just going to look at what all is left. See it. It's always like, oh, let's go to another thing after. Remember, like, oh, which tire was it that I liked? It's terrible design. Like, it's crazy though. They're
It's the end of
releasing
next year.
Yeah, they're releasing as many as already exist, and as it is, like these 4 here were added later. Like, I don't think these 4 on this page were even. Are these 4 even available for the Wii U? I can't remember. Or were they new to the Switch? Or maybe they were DLC.
They were the DLC on.
They were the DLC on the Wii U, and then these 4 come with the Switch version. I think that's how it is. Yeah. So they're like committed to doing this many.
Yeah, impressive.
It's impressive.
And I
yeah.
feel like it'd be very hard to top that.
This is a lot of content. I don't even know if they've like revealed like what all of them are. And like it's crazy how many like different items they've had to come up with for the icons. Like, you know, they've had to do some relatively deep cuts here. Like the rock cup, like wasn't that a power up only in like Mario Galaxy 2? Or something like that? Or was that in Mario Galaxy 1?
I don't remember.
I don't even remember what it does.
Was that like the moon? Is it like the shine moon or whatever?
Yeah, it's like the moon. Well, but I guess, yeah, that's right. The moons are the items in Odyssey, but I always think of that as like the 3-up, or is it a 5-up? It's like the multi 1-up in Mario World.
Oh, interesting. So they haven't shown any teasers or anything for the levels. Have they even told people what they're going to be yet?
I guess not. It's impressive.
That's cool.
Keeping some surprises. I wonder if we'll by the way, this is Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol. It just arrived the other day. Shimmer City. Let me tell you what. Enforced borders and 0 options.
What are they thinking?
What are they thinking?
Hey, did you finish that the Mario Tennis?
I didn't. I still haven't played very far.
I watched this video on it about how it's like essentially like a fighting game.
Okay.
but with tennis, the way that you can like break like the rackets or something like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say like, oh, it's kind of like a fighting game,
Like,
which kind of makes me want to check it out sooner rather than later.
the story mode has like a lot of like kind of alternative play modes in it, I guess. Like there was this one level where like there's just like a bunch of piranha plants and you have to like they shoot fire at you and you have to like hit it back at them like a whole bunch of times. But then there's others where it's just like you're just like facing off against someone. But you can always just do like the regular like versus mode. But it's pretty fun. I like what I've played of it.
Same
Alrighty.
reminds me of Time Killers. You can like cut off like the appendages or something.
Time Killers.
I think there was a guy in Time Killers that had like chainsaw arms or something.
Alrighty, well I guess that'll do it for this week then, huh?
I think so. Thank you to everybody who donated.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone has a good week.
Yeah, we will see you next Sunday.
That's right. All right. Good night, everybody.